Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, NTE, part two of the smoke room. Now, a little fun fact. I would have posted this video about a week or two ago, but the funny thing is, when I recorded the whole 17-minute playthrough, my mic wasn't on. So I didn't want to post a video without that type of, without that. So I'm doing this again, and I made sure to check my mic. It is indeed on. So yeah, sorry if my reactions don't seem as genuine, but yeah, hope y'all enjoy. So where we left off, Samuel, as we're playing as, and then Jack, they're currently running. They're dipping. So Jack found gold in the mine. Pretty cool, pretty cool. How? As far as I need to, or as far as I know, you need stuff, machinery, or something to get the gold out. How did Jack have that all to himself? Oh. Oh yeah, I should probably turn the volume up. Yeah, cause see my save files ahead in the game, but I actually, yeah, should probably lower that. So sorry. See, this is what I wanted to tell you about. I didn't dig it up. Someone left gold in the few bags that they already done mined. Yeah, see, that's kind of weird because who just leaves gold in the mine? Like, gold is pretty expensive. I don't know how you just forget about that. Jack starts walking up the path toward the mine, and I'm left to follow him. But how could anybody forget something like that? Exactly. I see the old man's bony shoulders lift up and down in a shrug. Who the hell knows? But listen, there's a bag of the stuff, and I think it's enough to, well, let us live rich for the rest of our lives, like real rich. I can't believe what I just heard. How could anyone not just move to the coast, but move there and live rich? I stand there on the path for a few seconds, looking back and forth between him and the mine. So we're about to go in the mine. We're about to go to this gold. Yeah. Yeah. There are still miners in the main stretch of the mine, even though it's Sunday. Yeah, because another thing, I don't know why the text just kind of like does this. Like, I genuinely have no clue. Like, this is. Blech. Oh. I have to tug my tail free as it gets caught, making me grimace. Is it far? It's right here. He sets the lamp down at the base of the boulders, then starts jumping up to try and climb up one of them. Here. I easily pull myself up the side of the boulder. I'm getting too old for anything these days. Now I know that's not true. I set the lantern down. Behind the boulders is a little drop that leads into what looks like a small fissure in the side of the hill. What is this? Secret little back entrance. How the hell did you find it? Few of the others know. Just had to talk to them. Ooh. See, this is what gave me chills when I tried to record last time, but fun fact, my thing, it didn't work. So it just kind of sucks. It feels so damn good compared to the heat outside. Jack just goes on ahead though, confident as he always is. Watch your head, Sam. You're big enough to get a knock from up there. Then we go left, then right, then... Hey, you know where we are? We could get lost. I know exactly where we are. Don't worry about that. You pretty little... Don't worry your pretty little kitty head. What? What? Still, he doesn't hesitate at any of the branches in the tunnel, so I have to assume he knows what he's doing. He works here after all. Alright, the tunnels are getting narrower. Don't know who Nick is. And then Jack comes to an abrupt stop. He's standing in front of a little opening, even smaller. Here it is, Sam. Here it is. This excitement is getting me going a bit too. But I eyed the dark opening with a frown. I don't think I'm gonna fit through here. It's the same size the whole way through. You'll make it, but you'll just have to turn those big old shoulders sideways. So they're going through a tunnel, pretty narrow tunnel to go to a bag of gold and like bags of gold. So yeah. Oop. Oop. Looking around though, it's just a tiny little hollow, smaller than the size of my room. Looking full. I noticed that Jack's breathing heavily. Hold on a second. And considering how we weren't really exerting ourselves at all, I can only imagine it's from excitement. There. Jack points at the bags, and I can see that even his paw is shaking. I swallow hard and get moving toward the bags. Really? They're all filled up. They're the size of my head, and it seems impossible that it could all be gold. Yes, look in them. At least not until I see it. So I crouch down in front of me, get in one of the bags, peer inside. Rocks. That would explain the ridiculous amount, but I don't see anything glinting. I start to ask Jack to bring the lantern closer. Hey, can you? An explosion goes off in my head. It shakes my entire body, my entire world. Everything stops and I can't think. Actually, I'm conscious of one thing, and it's my teeth clacking together like someone just punched me in the chin. But it's not coming from the front of my head, it's the back. Then the world comes back to me, and I realize I'm still crouching over. I gasp really loud like I'm drowning, and I slowly bring my paws up to where that explosion happened. They go automatically to the back of my head between where my neck and skull meet. I just sit there for a second, confused as all hell, wondering if something fell from the ceiling. You big son of a bitch! Then another explosion, a little higher, so that it hits my head and my paws. This time, I feel my body go all stiff in the strangest way. Silence. Like a goddamn brick shithouse. I blink at the sky above me, wondering why it's all yellow and dirty. I keep blinking at it. I can hear someone next to me moving around, then I feel something on my hip. Someone tugging at my pants. Now where'd you put them? He's mumbling over me. The mine. I reach down to cover up my pocket, trying to ask him what the hell he's doing. No, pause down or I'll hit you again. Takes me a second, but I manage to focus on the smaller man leaning over me. One paw fishing around in my pocket, while the other holds a shovel. There they are. Can't see what he's holding, but I hear the clink of coins, and everything comes back to me in a waterfall of confusion, hurt, and most of all, anger. He dodges me easily, down, pussycat. I don't wanna, but I'll give you another one if you don't just stay laying on the ground. The man moves away toward his lantern, while I stay sat down, putting a paw to the back of my head with a moan. So basically, Jack is betraying us. He lured us in the mine with gold, but it wasn't really gold. We just kind of had to trust him. He's gonna try and leave me here, lost in the mines, while he takes off with my money, everything that I have. My paws smash into his back, right between his shoulder blades. Like he kept mentioning, I'm a hell of a lot bigger than him, and he goes down like a broken matchstick, belly flopping into the dirt. I'm not going to try and pronounce UNFH exclamation point. I hear him lose his breath, and before he can do anything else, I slam my fist into the side of his face as hard as I can, 4 to 5 times. He hollers after the first, but goes quiet after the third, seizing up under me. As I stare down at Jack, at his fluttering eyelids, and the blood coming out of his mouth, I realize how stupid I am. So goddamn stupid. I thought I knew Jack. At least as much as you can know a person in a week. The thought of so much gold, of living rich, I've been completely blinded by the thought of it. I clutch them protectively to my chest as I stand up, feeling a sudden wave of dizziness as I do. I stumble toward the opening, then rest again for a moment, catching my breath, waiting for my blurry eyes to focus. I reach up to rub it again, and my paw comes away wet and bloody. I need to get help, have someone look at it. But first, I need to find my way out of this damn mine. I start to push my way through the opening again, but then I remember that I need the lamp. I turn around and find Jack already up, moving toward me, just 5 feet away, this time, the pickaxe in his hands. Dully, I wonder if it's the throbbing, rushing sound in my ears that had kept me from hearing him, but I don't have time to think anything else as he rushes at me. He doesn't say anything this time, just screams. The drop sends a wave of pain through my head that's so bad I gag and almost throw up. But then I see Jack raising the pick above his head, ready to bring it down on me. He's gonna kill me. Even after what's happened, I find that almost impossible to believe. But there it is, in front of me. The man I thought was my friend, silhouetted by the lamp's dim light, the muscles under his fur bunching up, a snarl of fury on his face. So Jack's really trying to kill us. Like, what's the incentive here? Like, what's the point? Like, I'm so, huh? Don't. As he's raising it, knocks against the ceiling of the hollow, and Jack starts adjusting the angle of the pick. I know this is my only chance, and I push myself off the ground at him, running into him while I grab at his weapon. We both snarl and growl as I pin him to the wall, keeping his weapon above his head with both paws, trying to lift it from his grasp. He's got a good hold on it, though. At least until he takes his right paw away to try and punch at my side. I'm so tense from anger and fear that I don't even feel anything, and with one of his paws gone, I'm able to yank it from him. I stumble back as he drops down. He looks up at me. Our eyes meet. I bring the head of the pick up and smash him right in the forehead as hard as I can. Ugh! Oh, I forgot how disgusting that sound was. Oh, ew. Oh my goodness, I actually got chills. I forgot how unbelievably gross that sounded. Ugh. Like ice cracking on a frozen river. His eyes empty and distant. He leans there for a moment. Then his body suddenly spasms and goes ramrod straight before sliding sideways down the wall to lay on his back. I see his paws twitch into fists, pulling up to his chest before he gives this big, heavy sigh. Then he stops breathing altogether. Whoa. Let's just look at this for a second. Whoa. Look at that art. That is cool as hell. Jack? He doesn't move. Not at all. I can tell that he's dead. I keep staring, my mind's still trying to figure out how I got here from just 10 minutes ago. Jack is down on the ground. I feel a chill run up my spine, and there's this feeling of dread that seems to start pulling up from the earth into my legs and up into my stomach. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm being watched. Like I just woke something up and it's watching me now. Despite everything I've been through, I've never seen anyone dead before. Shakily, I turn away from him, looking around. I need to get my money and get the hell out of here. If I get caught like this, the men here won't need much of a reason to hang a whore like me. Ooh, I gotta blur that notification. I'm still uneasy, still shaky, so when I try to lift up the wire handle, I knock the whole thing over. Instantly, the flame goes out. I stare in shock at the sudden complete blackness before fumbling for the lantern, as if lifting it up is going to light it again. Instead, I just torch the heated glass, making me hiss as I burn the pads of my index and middle finger. The shape of the now dead flame, whoa, burned into my vision is the only thing I could see now. No, 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 I whisper into the blackness, suddenly realizing how deep I am into all this. I try to keep calm, swallowing hard. I know straight ahead of me is the opening that leads back into the mine. Jack had said something about others knowing about this place. Maybe I could run into something or just find my way out. We didn't walk that long, did we? I walk carefully, paws reaching out until I find the wall. From there, I paw around until I find the small opening that leads out from the main tunnels or into the whatever. So basically, what it said is all of this happened in the span of 10 to 15 minutes. That is pretty insane. Like, let's think about that really quick. Please let me find them. I whispered to myself, to God, to nothing, begging my paws to feel the cool metal. Wait, what did that say? When suddenly something glides up my spine like a finger being drawn up my back, then breath in my ear. What the fuck? Alright guys, I'm being so dead honest, I didn't get to this part yet. I genuinely did not get to this part yet. There are chills. I let out an involuntary scream, turning over on my back and scrambling backwards until I come up against the wall, a rod of pain sticking through my brains as I do. Jack? No, it can't be Jack because he's dead. I've never been more scared in my entire life. Something shifts in the hollow with me, further to the right from where I'm staring. I flinch. Jack? I call it again, actually hoping that the man is still alive, that this isn't something else, whatever that might be, because it feels like something else. And that's when I feel something lean over my shoulder, desperately trying to find the open. When I do, I force myself through, my shoulders scraping painfully against the walls. I don't understand. I don't understand. Something's coming after me through the tiny crevice, and it's not Jack. It's definitely not Jack. I stumble to my right in the direction that I know we came from. I've never had trouble seeing in the dark, but actually I might need to turn this music down. This ominous piano music is kind of too loud for me. I've never had trouble seeing in the dark, but this is complete inky blackness, and there's nothing for me to be able to see. Help! Someone help me! I don't care that I might get caught anymore. I just need to get out of here. I can't hear the thing behind me anymore, but that doesn't matter. I just killed a man, and something I can't explain happened right after, and I just can't understand. Finally, my wits catch up to me, and I force myself to slow down, to stop making so much damn noise so that I can listen. It's quiet. Whatever it was that was following me isn't anymore, or it's just too far away. But as I'm listening, I do hear something far back the way I came. It grows in volume, and I press myself back against the wall, paws up to my muzzle to keep from breathing too hard. It's far away, but it's getting so much louder that it's echoing up the tunnel. Then silence. I realize then that I'm crying. I can't remember the last time I cried. I'm frozen. I know that isn't Jack. Jack is dead, and something else was in that hollow with me. I just turn away from where the noise came from and start moving again. The complete overwhelming fear has settled into a dull, almost numb feeling in my chest. I aimlessly walk left and right each time I feel a new passage open with my paws. While the sounds go away, the feeling that something is watching me never does. It's hard to keep track of time when everything's black. But I must have gone all night because what saves me is the sight of light pouring through the end of a long tunnel, the one we came through. I'm relieved, but it's numbed, just like the fear. Oh! Let's go! Wait, hold on. Wait. We started this when it was nighttime. We went into the mines when it was nighttime, and now it's daytime. What? I think that's gonna end it here. Let's override that. Yeah, that was definitely interesting. Definitely some chills up my spine. Definitely some chills. Yeah. Part 2. Hopefully my mic is working. Good, just fine. Yeah. If you like more of this, feel free to like or not. I'm not your dad. I couldn't give a shit. Yeah. See ya. Peace.